Hi everybody, long time no see. I had done a lot of videos, but the camera would not show it, or it would cut off, or it wouldn't show me talking or hear me or everything. So after doing this many times, probably 6 videos easy, we decided to purchase a new camera. So thanks to the new camera, I'm back. And it's nice to see you all, and it's nice to be back doing videos. So hopefully this all works for my first try for a video. And we are going to have this, and I hope everybody had a wonderful July 4th and Canada Day. I hope you all partied all. Now you can sit and relax and watch a video. So, okay, what are we going to do? Well, all of BC is under heat warnings. They're not calling it a heat dome, but they're predicting 130 to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, 140 maybe in Kamloops where Rosemary lives, 130, it's over 100 already yesterday. And so how do you keep your orchids surviving in this? And I've left them out in the patio, and I'm going to show you why and how I am dealing with the heat. And the reason I've decided to leave them out there is because in the evening, it cools down because I leave all the windows open on the patio, and it cools down out there, and they get lots of, if it didn't cool down, they would suffer more. But because the heat, and they do not like over 100, but because of the heat, they get this cool down at night, which revives them. And it cools down quicker and better on the patio than in the house because we do not have air conditioning. And if you have your orchids, then they're used to air conditioning. They're used to a certain temperature, where ours here is normally fluctuating quite a bit. So, hi, bye. Oh dear. And you're making me nervous. Go away. So, what I want to do is show you what I'm doing out there. And then, like this morning, we're up at 5:30 and letting air in the house. Mom's good downstairs, and she is totally fine. She is good because the basement stays cooler, and thank goodness for that. She comes up here and she goes, ah. But we're used to it, and we have places to go. And the gazebo last night was wonderful. We could have stayed out there all night. It was just because the big hedge out there, it shades it early. By about 6 o'clock, we're getting half shade. By 7 o'clock, we are in shade up there. We had a fan, and it was beautiful. So by the time we come in from outside, the house is cooled down enough because we open the windows and we have a little swamp cooler, so that's how we're dealing with it. And so I want to show you how the orchids are dealing with it and how they are looking. And we're going to start in here because the only ones in the house are in this north window and one over there, which I will show you after. So I left the newest ones that I got from Joanne's gift certificate to Roehampton Orchids, and I thank her again. So I've left them in here because to change their potting, they've left this beautiful controlled greenhouse. They've come into our haywire weather here, and I think too much to put them right away into 120 or 30 degrees on the patio. So it has started off at about 60 degrees this morning, which was really nice, really nice. That's when you want to do your chores. So let's talk about these. Now, these are the three we did with whole drainage in the bottom, and they are dripping on me. I gave all the orchids on Saturday, just with a watering can, enough liquid to hold them until Wednesday watering day, because there is a little more humidity. We did have a week or so of rain while the camera was broken, and the lake is fairly full, but so this has the drainage like the one that's been in flower for 6 months. There's just these ones with drainage hole right in the bottom of the glass vase, or on the side of the bottom, the edge of the vase, where the other ones have a hole about an inch or inch and a half up from the bottom, creating a water well where you can store some water for humidity in the vase. So I'm trying out both ways, but the other orchid that's been a year and a half in a glass vase, it has the drainage hole at the bottom. It's just in bark, but it was the bigger size medium bark. And, oh yeah, it's still running. Getting nervous. So how's it doing? Well, it has a few flowers left, but it lost some. And the leaves are fine. They're not showing any sign of wilting. And I've left some moss and some bark in here. So that way it's not straight bark right away. So this is, let me put it carefully back. There. This is Fell Ox Firebird. So that is good news. And over here, we got another one that's a little wet. This is Fell Young Home Peloric. She was in bloom. She dropped her flowers. Part of the stem is starting to discolor, but the leaves are all still good. So I'm still happy with that. And you can't expect to see too much changes this quickly. Unless it's real bad, then yeah, you would. So this is Fell GC Young Lava. So you can see there's humidity in there because I did give them a little water. So, but interesting. I'm liking the cork in there, and when I take you outside, I'm going to give you a tour of the yard because most of the hard work is finished now. And all the orchids and how I'm solving humidity out there and keeping them happy during the heat, because it is very dangerous. So that's these here, and thank you for those who are still sticking in with me to see how these experiments are going. And we're going to go out and we're going to have a little tour and a catch up. So I'll just get the camera. Okay. So this is my one that's been in flower 6 months. This is the west side. We pull these curtains down, so it has 2 humidity bowls that are going when the house warms up. No sign of these flowers leaving, just no sign. And there's a nice new leaf coming. And good root growth on the top and also in the vase. So I'm quite happy with that, and that is the one that has just made me do this glass experiment, because I was just watching too many of my orchids dry up or because the bark was so close together. I'm going to turn this light on. Let's heat up. There we go. And we're going to head outside. Okay. First, we'll have a look and we'll see what's happening over here. So I have these two humidifiers going. They are excellent. They hold a lot of water. They're easy to clean and everything. I used to use a lot of my bowls out here, but they become a lot of work. But right now, they're just holding water. Anywhere you can save water, underneath here, I have big bowls in the back full of water so it can evaporate and be cool. So, all the orchids here I'm starting to see already little green shoots. And right in here, there's a nice shoot and it's hanging on to the cork. They're liking the cork, so we're seeing good growth. The leaves are still all doing good. And so far, so good. The basket, I got it under here. It gets a little more humidity because it backs in. And then down here, I have our second-hand $10 huge humidifier, and these big containers hold water. They're both filled up. Lasts a couple of days. I fill one at a time. I have it on high and high. So this air feels cool because the water is cool. This part's in the shade and is putting humidity into this corner. So I have a nice spike coming on this traffic cone. It's about 13 leaves on that one. And the roots, but the pots are large, and that's why I think they're doing good. It's rubberized plastic from this traffic cone. Ends about here, so they're a large pot, and the roots, they're just living like they were in the wild and very happy. Another one here. This is a sign of real fast growth, which is good. We have a new leaf coming. And this is the one that fell over and broke. I didn't notice, but it has a beautiful keiki right here. Beautiful keiki. And another leaf back there coming. So that's good. And here, now the Mother's Day orchid, I came out and I see a beautiful blossom. And another bud coming. And these are all looking healthy. And this is Sorgo Vivian, and she has a nice little root coming. She was so dry, but I think she was just put into there. So they're looking healthy and happy, and they have the drain hole up higher. They can collect water, and even though it gets green, I'm not worried unless it goes all the way up, and then I will deal with it. But you can see maybe into here, you can see. And I've noticed the roots have little shoots, and they're happy. So far, so good. I have two in this one. You can see the sun. This one had two funny new leaves. Now it's got another funny new leaf. Very strange. And in the back, now they are getting sun, but it's the morning sun. So they're getting the morning sun and then they're in the shade. And all these windows here are all open for a breeze. And then this is the wall of the house, so that's blocking the west side. And we have a fan here that we put on when it's hotter, and it helps cool them. I have two here. One's getting a new leaf. And this is my dendrobium. They like a little extra light, so I have it out here. Okay. And here's the catasetum. Now this is what it grew last year. And this is what it had when I got it from Rosemary, Mother's Day 2 years ago. After Dark Baker's Burgundy Smile. And it is got a nice thing. I am fertilizing it with every watering this year. I'm using out some older, higher nitrogen fertilizer. Okay, my work table's kind of messy, but we're going to do a little tour. Okay, I love coming out to the daisies. This is my only real flower garden now. So other than flowers in pots, not near as much work. So when we go this way, I didn't get everything potted this year. We were so busy, but in the back I have a cymbidium. Now it gets morning sun and then it gets shade for the rest of the day. So it is getting morning sun. And these were new shoots. It seems happy. And down here I have some I decided to put out with it. When the cymbidium gets watered, so do they, because they were also dry. I can't put them all in glass right away. And I have some lettuce here. That's kind of time I picked it all. Radishes. Of course, the castle I built many years ago. My neighbor said it would fall down because I did wood and then I put all this made cement. I've never done that. It didn't. It's still up. Okay. And the painting I planned in the winter to be outside with the frame I got at $5 at a garage sale. And I got orchids out here. And the thermometer says about 72 Fahrenheit, 20-something centigrade, and humidity, it says it's 60% outside. So because we had rain last week, we still have some humidity around, which is good. That helped the orchids immensely. And there, I had bid on it tells the time, and I had bid on it at the thrift store and got it, and then we got this post at a garage sale free, and I painted it. So you go by where the shadow from the sun is hitting this line, and you can see it right there, and it tells the time. Okay, and the above ground beds, my vegetables have never been so healthy. Look at the green. And we had rain for a week, and we've had sun, and there is tomatoes coming. So very happy about that. And beans, yellow and green. And we're letting things go wild in the greenhouse because we're redoing the greenhouse this fall. Our other project, and it'll be very interesting. So it's crazy. We should just let it grow. So that's what it's doing. It's actually grown in the earth because we took the pond out, and it's growing in the earth. Yeah. Time will tell. We're just going to let it be a jungle. You have to let some things go. I'm afraid these lilies are on their last days. Hummingbird feeder we put up. We like to sit in the gazebo, watch the birds bath, and hummingbirds come. I picked that funny, long, narrow red thing up at the thrift store, and I airthinged it. It came out really nice. I have my paintings outside. I have a couple of the small ones I did. The other one you can't see yet. So, come off. I finished the swing, and I finished sewing the shade cloth, and I'm still going to make some cushions and a cover for the back seat, which I haven't done yet. Or thrift store find, $20 pots. I love them. And so this is all AstroTurf on cement. We just hose it down. I haven't watered yet today, so everything's done. Okay, we'll make a trip to the front. Thank you, my long-standing subscribers coming to view my video when it was so terrible. I was so depressed about that. I felt terrible. The camera just gave up. So these are 2 apple trees down here, the back of our eagle that we made from chicken wire. You see the mountains, blue sky. I lost my hibiscus tree. It was so beautiful for years and years, and the spring was just too harsh. Winter was harsh, and it didn't make it. So it's still there reminding me it didn't make it. Geraniums in the big pot. This is no work, and we've had it like this for years because we made the 2 cement chairs with chicken wire filled with rocks, and then we painstakingly covered it all in cement. It's been like that years. That was a garage sale find I painted up. And we got flowers coming here. And my lady, because I thought I wanted to try a statue. Huh. You need a room and you need a big thing so it can hang. It was just... And then here we have some flowers. Oh, let's see if we can get a close-up. Mom's doing her puzzle. Mom's in there. Let's see if we can... There she is! There's your puzzle. So down here we have some mums, and the birds love this one a lot. Okay. Yeah. Can you read our sign on the door? I won't read it. This one is into the back. It just can't take the full sun so much, but it's so beautiful and dainty. Okay, and we'll just go to the front and see how things are there. And I'll say goodbye, and whatever you want a video on, let me know, and I'll try to do it. Because sometimes I think, oh, what should I do while they're out here growing? So I did start all the seeds of the flowers in those big pots, and they came up, and so we have flowers and our chicken wire lady and our chicken wire lamp. I should come out one night. It's so beautiful when it's lit, and I should show you. No one else has that because we build it ourselves. So, and then the eagle, of course, that's the front of them. They stand snow being on them all the time. It's amazing what they can survive. That chicken wire. Okay, you guys, thanks again, and bye for now. God bless you all.